Hello friends, welcome to this new video. In this video today I will be talking about the most important document that you will be using for your Canada visa application. This document is required if you are applying for a super visa, if you are applying for a visitor visa, or you are applying for your PR application. Now this letter is called letter of explanation. So basically, as the name specifies, this is one letter where you need to mention everything whatever you think is required to be mentioned other than the documents or the application forms instructed by the CIC. So basically this letter is a mirror reflection, or basically your opinion about the documents you are going to submit. Any clarification, any shortcoming, any missing document, any name problems, spelling issues, anything you would like to mention related to gap in your job or your studies, or anything you would like to mention related to your application, you need to specify in this letter. So if the visa officer doesn't find anything in your application that is up to the norms, or if something is missing, he will first check this letter to see if you have explained this thing already. If he doesn't find this information in this letter as well, then he definitely raise a question mark on your application. So this is the main source where you need to explain everything about the shortcomings, information, clarifications about your visa application. And as I said earlier, this letter should be attached with your visa application or visitor visa for your PR visa or super visa. So let me begin with. So this is the standard format. You need to first write the to part, then the name of the applicant. So this is the name of your primary applicant of the application. So basically, if two guys are going to apply for the same application in the same application, you need to attach this letter only once, and name should be of the primary applicant, date of birth of the primary applicant. Now the salutation, dear sir or ma'am, whatever it is, I would like to state that I have uploaded all the required documents. I have explained few points. So now, as you see, I have mentioned 2 points here, 1 and 2. This could be 2 point or this could be 200. I have seen guys attaching a letter of 10 to 20 pages as well. I have seen some guys attaching a letter of 1 page as well, as you can see in the example. You can easily understand nobody is gonna read 50 pages for you. So the shorter it should be, the better it is. The thing is, you need to capture all the information point by point in the minimum words you can write to explain the exact situation. First point, for an example. In the electricity bill and receipt, the spelling of my surname has been mentioned as AA instead of what I use ABC. It is a clerical mistake due to the electric connection application form language being in my native language Hindi, and I confirm that my name is XX or ABC for all purposes. So this is most important thing. Suppose your name is Ramesh Goyal. So in Goyal, the spelling could be Goel, it could be Goyal, and it is common, believe me, it is not very uncommon that you are having spelling of Goel in some places and Goyal in some places. Most of the time in some documents which you think will never be used for any purpose. But for example, in this electricity bill, if you have seen my other videos, you might already know I am talking about proof of ties to India. So basically, you are going to mention your property documents, your electricity bill, property tax receipts, and some of these are in Hindi. When the cleric they type your name in their system, sometimes they mention the spelling of Goel or Goyal. But now the problem is, visa officer doesn't know about this. If you have filled your form in Hindi or English, he can just see the documents whatever you submitted. He see in application or your passport your name is Goel, but in the electrical bill it is Goyal. Now he is confused. What you need to write here is very clearly that I have filled this form in Hindi, and then the clerk translated it into English, and by mistake he kept it as his own spelling AA instead of ABC, and this is your full name XX. So basically, if your name is Ramesh Goyal, you need to write here surname is Goel instead of what I use Goyal, and my full name is Ramesh Goyal. So this is one of the clarification you need to specify in the minimum possible words and in the clearest possible term. Second point, this is one of the common thing. If you are applying a super visa on your parents behalf, or visitor visa on your parents behalf, or PR sponsorship on your parents behalf, it happens, trust me guys, it happened with me as well. There is no marriage certificate. My father's marriage, my parents marriage happened 40 years back. There is no marriage certificate at that time. Now what should I do? I need to write this document. Our marriage was a religious ceremony in the date of marriage, and so far for the marriage proof I am submitting my son's, the name of son, passport and birth certificate where myself and my wife have been mentioned. So basically what else you can submit, you need to think of your son's passport, your son's date of birth, any other document, basically your employment verification letter, you can get it from office, whatever you can submit. So you need to think of alternatives, whatever you can provide to visa officer. Now these two documents, also mine and my wife's passports are having our names mentioned as spouse name. So here in the second point you can see I'm specifying 3 documents just to confirm that without the marriage proof, marriage certificate as well, this is the relation between me and the co-applicant, and basically I am providing these 3 documents. Now the point 3 could be, what else you can specify here? Proof of funds. So basically if you are collecting funds from your mother or your father or some other relative, in that case you need to specify that you can see a big entry of 200,000 rupees or 300,000 rupees in my account on so and so date, but this is a gift from my mother or my father or my mother-in-law, whatever the name is, and I have attached a gift certificate letter along with this application. This could be point 3. Or you might have a missing balance certificate or missing job experience letter, missing transcript, or whatever it is. So you need to mention that thing in this letter of explanation. I have provided very few examples here. There are hundreds of things you need to specify, or you should specify whatever is the shortcoming as per your specific case. So if you have any questions or anything how you can cover up the shortcoming, you can just write a comment and I will try to help you as best as I can. Thank you so much guys. Just attach this letter along with your application. This is required, and keep it as short as possible, precise, to the point. If you need some help to frame the exact words, just take some help, but do not make a paras very big. Nobody is going to read 100 pages or 50 pages for you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Please like and subscribe my video. Thank you.